Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is May 20th. So today is an interesting day. So we've got kind of a two-parter going on here. The sun moves into Gemini at 12:54 p.m. Mountain Time. So this first half of the day, we're like full-blown Taurus. We want to stay grounded. We want to be calm and slow. And we still have that sextile from the sun to Saturn in Pisces. This is a big push forward to put your dreams into a reality, to stand your ground with your boundaries and such. Now this morning, wee hours of the morning, we actually had a third quarter moon at that 29th degree, where the moon was at 29 Aquarius, the sun was at 29 Pisces, that is closing out a story that began in February of 2023. So if you started something new around that time, that new moon was actually in Pisces. So there was probably some type of emotional new beginning at the time. And we've had little check-ins every 9 months since. The full moon, that realization was the Aquarius full moon that happened in August of last year. That's where I got sober, or tried to get started my sobriety journey. So really think about that. Where have you been healing since February? What did you start then that maybe has ended since then that you've kind of struggled with? We're closing out that energy right there. Now the moon is now in Pisces. It's not making any aspects whatsoever today. So that is really emotional. The emotions are all over the place. There's nothing for that moon to anchor to. And it's being ruled by Neptune in Aries. So this could feel like a all over the place kind of day where you're just emotional. Those emotions could have a lot of anger behind them. This could have a lot to do with like not being seen and not being heard, like that type of emotional struggle throughout the day. We also still have the Mars-Venus trine building that is exact tomorrow. There's this wide open door to like maybe doing something rash and spontaneous or impulsive because you're trying to be seen, you're trying to be heard, you're trying to like kind of stand out for what it is that you're doing. So be careful about getting impulsive here. It is a good time to do something, to take some kind of action, particularly with finances and relationships, but just make sure that you're not being too impulsive with that, and try to keep your anger under control. We also have Jupiter in the square with the nodes still. That it's leaving. They'll be leaving it pretty soon, but this is that like push and pull of needing to make a decision, not really sure which way to go, making sure that you're trying to pay attention to the details, plan accordingly, but also allowing yourself to be a little more guided, go with the flow kind of energy, and not trying to control every single thing. Now, after the moon moves into, or the sun, not the moon, the sun moves into Gemini this afternoon, this is where we're going to see things get a little bit lighter, also a little bit feistier. Everybody's going to have something to say. People are really wanting to be heard. They're wanting to speak up. They're want others to listen to them. Now, our saving grace here is that Mercury, the ruling planet of Gemini, is still in Taurus. So people are still trying to have a good, solid, stable conversation. And this is a good time to make sure that you're actually hearing them. You're doing your best to be heard, because what will end up happening is once the Mercury moves into Gemini this weekend on Sunday, this is that example of if you're not listening to somebody when they're talking, they're going to start yelling. Once that Mercury moves into Gemini, it knows exactly how to act, and it will say what it needs to say. It will speak up, and it is very likely to start yelling. So really slow down today. Enjoy that like little energy shift where we get a little more energy and things get a little lighter, but emotionally we're still all over the place. We're still pretty angry. We're trying to talk about it, but maybe struggling with getting people to hear us. So really slow down and think things through. This is a good time, especially the first half of this day, to just be observant. Pay attention to how people react when you are trying to talk to them, when you are trying to have a conversation with them. So just slow down this morning, and then this afternoon, just do your best to think things through, but not get stuck in your head. Pull our cards. What is the energy for the collective today? We have a 10 of Pentacles, so that very stable energy. There is a focus on finances here, making sure that you're stable. That really might be where your mind is, just trying to figure out how to get in that comfortable, stable place again. What to focus on today? The Ace of Swords. So definitely when that sun moves into Gemini, there could be this moment of like needing to share a truth, needing to speak up about something. Really focus on the information that is coming out. If any new information does come out, some aha moments you might see. So really slow down and pay attention to what's coming in. Focus on that new information. Focus on what your brain is telling you, what kind of new ideas you might be coming up with as well. What to avoid today. The Six of Pentacles. This has been a really reoccurring theme lately. Not trusting the help that others are giving you. And I think that theme is going to stay in place until Venus moves into Taurus. So really be careful if you're struggling and people are offering you help. Make sure you're listening to your intuition and you're not taking help that has some unacceptable strings attached to it. Eight of Pentacles on the bottom. So there's this getting back to the drawing board. What do you need to do to get things moving forward? What else do you still need to work on before things do start moving forward here? Also, with the Six of Pentacles in the avoid, don't offer help. I know I said this yesterday. Stop trying to help people that don't ask for your help, number one. And number two, also listen to your intuition about whether or not people are actually wanting your help or needing your help, or if they're just like trying to take advantage of you being able to give help. Clarifiers for the Ten of Pentacles here. We have the Hierophant, which is that Taurus card. It is that stable Mabel energy. And one more, please. This is really like a... and King of Swords. So this is when the sun moves into that Gemini, right? So this is very much a stable energy of slowing down, making sure that you've got all your ducks in a row and trying to get in a comfortable place here, but also having something to say, making sure that you're speaking up for yourself. You're doing so in a stable manner as well. The King of Swords is a king, right? He's very mature, he's very stable. So speaking up, saying what you want, saying what you need, and really that energy of just speaking up for yourself but not getting off the rails here. Clarifiers for our Ace of Swords. We have a Five of Pentacles. So if there's like this energy of feeling left out, feeling outcast, feeling kind of just down type of energy, and the Two of Cups. So the Ace of Cups, or the Ace of Swords, that aha moment, that new information, it actually could be something about people making you feel cast out or tossed aside. Maybe you're finding out that your friends weren't as friendly as you thought they were, or a relationship or something, situationship, whatever. You might get that realization today that like this situation that you're in, these people you're around, the people that you're trusting might not be as safe as you thought that they were originally. And then clarifiers for our Six of Pentacles. We have a Page of Pentacles. If you are like struggling financially, or you've had like an Ace of Pentacles, or you've been laid off, a lot of people have been laid off lately. If you've been struggling with that, really be careful about where those finances are coming from if people are offering you any kind of help. This is actually giving me scammer energy. Like Page of Pentacles is as a messenger, right? And then the Ace of Pentacles is that new beginning. It's like somebody coming in and being like, hey, I can help you start fresh. I can help you start new. There's going to be a lot of people out in the world taking advantage of this very difficult situation where so many people are losing their jobs. It has been very difficult for people to find jobs for quite some time now. So be wary of that, where you're taking help from. Nine of Swords on the bottom. So there is this underlying emotional, anxious, depressive, kind of scary energy underneath. Really slow down and make sure that you're taking care of yourself and you're really observing the situation and not taking any rash actions.